The world is filled with many amazing and jaw-dropping places for people to experience. With the joys of traveling never growing old, people are always wanting to experience incredible places which the natural world has to offer. Today we are going to be taking a look at the top 10 most beautiful places in the world. Perhaps some of these may be added to your bucket list. There are so many amazing places around the globe to see, we couldn't possibly include them all in just one list. But these breathtaking destinations are definitely worth bumping to the top of your travel bucket list. With its gentle coastlines and transporting sunsets, it's easy to see why Boracay was voted one of the best islands in the world. The center of the action is dreamy White Beach, a 4 kilometers, postcard-perfect stretch of sand lined from one end to the other with hotels, restaurants, bars and dive shops several blocks deep. The beach path is typically awash with visitors, including large groups of package tourists. The ocean is full of romantic paros, an outrigger sailboat, giving rides and colorful parasails fill the air. After perfect sunsets, music breaks out, and fire dancers twirl their batons. North America, one of the continent's most famous spectacles. The falls lie on the border between Ontario, Canada, and New York State, US. For many decades the falls were an attraction for honeymooners, and for such stunts as walking over the falls on a tightrope, or going over them in a barrel. Increasingly, however, the appeal of the site has become its beauty and uniqueness as a physical phenomenon. It collectively boasts the highest water flow rate on the globe. 6 million cubic feet of water flows over Niagara Falls every minute, offering what is undoubtedly one of the most spectacular views in North America. Marbled and frescoed palaces, bell towers, and domes reflected in the sparkling waters of the lagoon under a blue Adriatic sky has been painted, photographed, and filmed to such an extent that it is difficult to distinguish the real city from its romantic representations. The visitor arriving in Venice is still transported into another world, one whose atmosphere and beauty remain incomparable. Turquoise lagoons, coral reefs and overwater bungalows, this small island in the South Pacific is basically heaven on earth. Far, far away in the vast South Pacific lies a dreamlike island with a dormant volcano at its heart. Covered by thick jungle, surrounded by an emerald necklace of tiny sand-fringed islands that form a turquoise lagoon hiding rich coral reefs and thousands of colorful fish. As you spot this magical place, while landing in a small plane from nearby Tahiti, you become aware that you are reaching one of the most beautiful islands in the world, where luxury resorts compete with lavish nature to fulfill your every wish.
The trademark of the island, though, is the beautiful traditional windmills in front of Little Venice, where you can also enjoy the magical sunset and capture the colorful light washing up the island's Chara, main town. Pure bliss. As one of the world-renowned Greek islands, Mykonos flaunts its unique, vibrant and perky character along with its party-oriented personality. It courts with the top island destinations of Europe's charts annually. Located in the center of the Cyclades island group, Mykonos is one of the most famous Greek islands for its cosmopolitan atmosphere and vivid nightlife. No wonder why it's widely known as the Ibiza of Greece. Mykonos holiday is an experience of a lifetime, and there's a whole heap of amazing things to do in Mykonos. Marvel the amazing sunset from Little Venice Mykonos, stroll around the narrow paved streets of Chara, enjoy your stay at the luxurious Mykonos hotels, dance the day away at epic beach parties and swim at the exotic Mykonos beaches. When the sun goes down, join the nightlife scene of the island and party all night long at the legendary Mykonos clubs. The natural beauty and beautifully preserved architecture of Mykonos have inspired various artists, from cinematographers and painters to music bands like Fleet Foxes, who wrote a beautiful song called Mykonos. Many movies have also been set in Mykonos, including the famous Shirley Valentine, 1987, revealing millions of years of geological history and cross-section. Vast in scale, the canyon averages 10 miles across and a mile deep along its 277-mile length. Much of the area is a national park, with Colorado River whitewater rapids and sweeping vistas. The canyon itself was carved by the Colorado River and the wind that caused the surface of the sedimentary rocks to become exposed and erode over time. The erosion of the Grand Canyon by winds, rains and the amazing strength of the Colorado River created the marvelous views and exposed magnificent caves. The Grand Canyon National Park, founded in 1919, is one of the oldest national parks in the United States and is home to the awe-inspiring Grand Canyon, a 1-mile-deep gorge carved by the Colorado River. Long considered one of the 7 wonders of the world, visitors flock to see this unique combination of geological color and erosional beauty of looming volcanoes and lush terraced rice fields that exude peace and serenity. It is also famous for surfers' paradise. Beyond stunning beaches and magical temples, Bali has virtually every kind of natural beauty. Glorious mountainous areas with lush greenery, scenic lakes, Gorgeous waterfalls, iconic rice fields, flower gardens, gushing sacred rivers and secret canyons all make up the island's landscape. Bali is an Indonesian island known for its forested volcanic mountains, iconic rice paddies, beaches and coral reefs. The island is home to religious sites such as Cliffside Uluwatu Temple. To the south, the beachside city of Kuta has lively bars, while Seminyak, Sanur and Nusa Dua are popular resort towns. The island is also known for its yoga and meditation retreats. The unending list of stunning beaches is probably the most obvious reason to visit this tropical paradise in the Indonesian archipelago. Each beach has its own charm, from soft white sand and limestone cliffs to extreme water sports and diving. From the mainstream Kuta and luxurious Nusa Dua neighborhoods to hidden, remote beaches away from the crowds, there's a beach for everyone. Dreamlike island with a dormant volcano at its heart. Covered by thick jungle, surrounded by an emerald necklace of tiny sand-fringed islands that form a turquoise lagoon hiding rich coral reefs and thousands of colorful fish. As you spot this magical place while landing in a small plane from nearby Tahiti, you become aware that you are reaching one of the most beautiful islands in the world, where luxury resorts compete with lavish nature to fulfill your every wish. Undoubtedly the most celebrated island in the South Pacific, Bora Bora is French Polynesia's leading lady. Her beauty is unrivaled and her fame, unwavering. Bora Bora is one of the few places on Earth that everyone hopes to witness in their lifetime, and once you see it, you are forever enamored. More than just a romantic ideal, Bora Bora is a romantic reality. It comes as no surprise that the island is an internationally acclaimed honeymoon destination. Our newlyweds who decide on a Bora Bora honeymoon often feel as though they have escaped to a private oasis, tailored entirely to their special moment of marital bliss, and anyone in the midst of planning a wedding can relate to just how enticing that sounds. And history. Standing before the Eiffel Tower in awe, or searching out the best crepes along the Seine, Paris is a city that captures the hearts of millions every year. With over 9 million visitors annually, the Louvre Museum is the most popular museum on the planet. It's famously home to the Mona Lisa, but over 35,000 pieces of art are on display. But in the museum's entire collection, there are over 460,000. Allocate just 30 seconds of viewing time to each, and you'd still need 35 days to see them all. People call Paris the City of Love because of the romantic atmosphere it exudes. In fact, the City of Love isn't just a random nickname given to Paris, it's the perfect description anyone who visited the French capital would give to the city for all the romantic vibes they find. Islands are certainly unique in their geology, and because of that intriguing history, the Hawaiian Islands are home to some truly magnificent historic landmarks. The warm water, the plentiful reefs, fish, turtles, whales, and barracuda make the beautiful Hawaii Islands a great place to spend a lot of time in the water. With all the different things Hawaii has to offer, it surely ranks as one of the most beautiful places on Earth. Going to experience the cleanest air you will ever breathe, or sunbathing on the beautiful beaches. Relaxation will be oozing from your pores. From its beautiful white sandy beaches and its majestic mountains and steep valleys to its city life, there really is something for everyone to enjoy.